Once upon a time there lived a grandfather and grandmother in a village far away. They were both terribly stubborn. Grandpa is a miser. They starved for many days. They lived thinking that if they eat, the cost will increase. Then one day, when the sound of baking good bread came from the next house, grandfather and grandmother's mouths watered. They also wanted to eat bread. Grandmother said,
"If we bring some rice and coconut, we can bake good bread and eat it."
Grandpa agreed. "But if you plant rice, it will cost money." Grandfather thought. After thinking and thinking, Grandpa finally found a way to organize rice and coconut without spending a penny. And what did the grandfather do? Grandfather applied gum paste to the edge of his blanket and walked to the rice store. After placing the sticky blanket over the sack of rice in the shop as if nothing was known, it was taken back. Then some grains of rice stuck to the glue. Grandpa collected them without anyone seeing them. After repeating this several times, the grandfather returned home with some of the rice he got. On the way, grandfather saw a crow flying with a coconut and took a stone and threw it at the crow. The scared crow left the coconut and flew away. Grandfather took the coconut and came home. After that, he gave the rice and coconut to his grandmother and told her to bake bread. Grandma washed all the rice, ground it, mixed it with coconut and baked bread. A total of 3 loaves after baking. Both their mouths watered. They decided to share the bread. Grandpa said,
"I want 2 loaves of bread. Grandma, just take 1. Will Grandma agree?"
Grandmother said,
"Made bread with difficulty. Can I have 1? I want 2. Grandpa just takes 1.
Grandfather did not agree.
Having organized rice and coconuts with difficulty, he said that he would only get 2 breads.
Both of them are tired of arguing. Finally, both of them made a decision. Both may remain silent. Whoever shuts up first loses, he gets a piece of bread. The winner will be rewarded with 2 breads. So they started the competition. Both of them started sitting silently. Tired of sitting, they lay down. Both of them thought that even if it was a little late, they would get 2 breads because it was a tough competition. Just then a crow flew by. While the crow is looking, 3 breads are made and grandfather and grandmother are lying down. The crow did not think anything more and flew away after carving a piece of bread. Grandfather and grandmother did not pay any attention to it. If you talk, you will get more than a piece of bread. After a while, a cat came by. A cat was also taken away. Grandfather and grandmother didn't know and didn't say anything. After a while, a cat came to the side. A cat was also taken. Grandfather and grandmother did not know anything and did not say anything. Seeing it, a boy from the neighboring house came to it. He was hungry. He alternately called my grandfather and mother. Both are silent. He took the leftover bread and went to his house. He told an old man who saw him on his way that his grandfather and grandmother were dead. He quickly reached there. My grandfather and grandmother looked at me, but there was no movement. He first covered his grandfather's mouth and nose. Grandpa made a gasping sound. Then my grandmother jumped up and ran to the kitchen saying, "I won, did I get 2 breads?" When I looked eagerly, there was not a single bread left. Both of them relaxed. They thought that if they had compromised, they would have gotten at least a piece of bread.